So here's two of our esteemed judges.
Can we check?
Video.
Oh, this is
video. Is it full motion or is it
better.
like 4 frames per second?
I've always wanted to do this.
So any guesses on what the secret ingredient's going to be tonight?
He knows what I told you.
Well, for the camera, what would you like to guess?
Boy, you know, to be as natively appreciative as possible, I think a nice, perhaps a prickly pear fruit would be nice. When was your last prickly pear fruit furtado?
When was my last prickly pear fruit?
No, food background is culinary enthusiast since age 5, cooking,
interviews with
celebrity chefs from Guy Fieri, Melissa the Arabian, Next Food Network star.
Eating and talking about
food and drink since I was, and even before that.
What you eating?
Strawberries and grapes.
Yeah. It's 3D. Here's co-commentator Marty Bishop. What do you think the secret ingredient is, Marty?
Secret ingredient, drywall. It's a little hard to chew, requires a lot of sauce. But man, does it stick to your ribs.
Any idea what the secret ingredient is?
We had some.
No. Probably something I wouldn't eat.
Cookies?
Oh, I'd eat that.
No,
Squash, tofu,
The most necessary ingredient, the fire extinguisher.
Thank you for coming out and welcome out here. Thank you so much for coming out here and joining us at Desert Diamond Casino tonight. Especially, thank you guys right down here in front. These guys are really especially important for us because they bought the tasting tickets. They bid on them at auction. They paid a lot of extra money to have a chance to taste what's going to be made right up here. And that money goes to charity. And this year we're going to be helping out the Tucson Community Food Bank. Now, I'm a guy who loves food. I love food. I love food. I love it. I love it. I'm wearing Spanx right now. Otherwise, you would see. Hello, judges.
Hello, Marty! Hello,
We're going to start in the center with a guy who knows all there is to know about food, and he knows all there is to know about this place. Not only is he responsible for everything you eat here tonight in this building, but he's responsible for everything there is in all Desert Diamond Casino properties. He's been a chef for 22 years now. He's in charge of food and beverages here at Desert Diamond Casino. Please welcome Executive Chef Ramon Delgado. The other two judges. Yeah, he's the one who gives the actual. Well, no, it's not true. We have another expert on the team. You guys cook? I know one of them eats, and that's the guy who's coming up next. He's been flying over Tucson, watching the streets of Tucson for how many years now?
You were a senior in South Point when I started.
I was a senior in South Point when you started on the radio. I understand. Boy, is his arms tired. He's our track reporter. He's everywhere, too. He's on Pink on 9 and 94.9 XFM and all of our radio stations. He has, in fact, been on the radio forever. Alan Kane. Beautiful, beautiful. And then our third judge, he's a guy who actually does have a whole lot of food experience, but he mostly is like you. He's a foodie. He's a guy who loves good food and learned about it and has been eating it practically since birth.
Since you were a senior at South Point.
Ian, you might recognize him too because from time to time he's been on stage with me during our big annual winter diaper drive show, our Christmas Carol takeoff. And thank you for doing it, by the way. He's got a radio show here in town. Not on my station. Ladies and gentlemen, from On the Menu Live, please welcome Matt Russell.
Just use beer in general. It's not just for drinking anymore.
Well, all right. So when you're pairing a beer with a specific food, what would you look for? I'm familiar with wines. How to select a wine for a meal. How do you pick a beer to go with the food?
Actually, it's pretty simple. A couple simple tips. One, when you're thinking of beer, when you think red wine, think ale. When you think white wine, think lager.
I'm thinking of it right now.
And secondly, you don't want your beer to overpower your food.
But why would you say hello and then introduce your food?
Introducing my sous chefs. This is Brian Danforth and Inma Leva.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ramiro's.
Michelle Armstrong, She's event coordinator for Sunflower Market. So Michelle, please
Once
do
it's
the honors.
unveiled, it's going to be a 5-minute consultation time, and then the show begins. All right, are you ready? Shout it out!
Bratwurst!
Bratwurst! Oh, gee, you think that would go well with Stella as well? Bratwurst, you have some that's stuffed in casing and then some that's not, so they can pad your, make any meatballs or anything you want to do with that. All right, maybe you just...
Do you want to see? I don't want to interrupt these guys.
Unless actually give us a hint of where they're going. I always like to see us. I just like to see where they're at, and I know that these guys are very focused right now. So what we do is we're just going to talk about the pleasures of cooking. Nothing more exciting than being about this winning competition and having your kitchen just disappear on you. So a great so there.
Those are beautiful.
Ladies and gentlemen, watch the action on stage. It is fabulous. Plating, put it together, make it happen.
You really can see the ballet and the people who work together on a regular basis. You see how the lines get out of the way. Food runners, no. You need something special. Hostess, something plating, hostess, sort of something.
I explained it.
Beautiful presentation.
Yeah, I eat slices, and we love the chili bean, chili powder, so we do a nice little mix of that, and don't be a little too hot. Underneath, we have a good herb buttermilk biscuit.
That's what the biscuits are. They're underneath all this. I see. Here it comes. The glass goes back and everything just spills.
Sweet potato, bratwurst wonton. We have the garlic, the Asian garlic brown sauce. I accented it with a little agave nectar. No, sir.
These guys threw this together out of thin air. To take something that's unknown and to put shrimp with it, or to do a pineapple with it, and it all tastes, it all makes sense, even though it doesn't look like it. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment has arrived. Iron Chef Tucson 2010, presented by Stella Archibald. Our winner is Micaiah.